There was a man who longed for a child of his own. His name was Juanico. He's never married and he is a master pot maker. He lives in the mountain of Aklan. There, he makes the very best pots Aklan could have. One day, while collecting clay to make his pot, he stumbled upon a cave which he didn't know existed. Curiosity got to him and he went inside. There, he saw a glowing clay. He was excited to see a new source of clay, so he got some of it and left. But before he could exit in the cave, a voice whispered in his ear and said, "Master pot maker, build whatever your heart desires and it will come true." Confused, Juanico went home. He thought of what the voice in the cave said for 3 days. On the third day, he thought of something crazy. He made a clay child. That night, he finished the clay child and it was a full moon. The clay child lifted up like the morning sun. It came to life, but the child was made of clay. He named the child Pistachios. Juanico was so happy. He has a child now. Every day, Juanico taught Pistachios what he does for a living. Years passed and Pistachios grew weary of his clay body. Pistachios wanted to become human too, but sadly, he cannot, because there is no way of a clayman to become human. Juanico took him to the local library. Pistachios was so happy because he could read all about humans. Pistachios' excitement was so strong, he stumbled upon a weird book that was hidden in between the bookshelves. He picked it up and read the title. It was called Peter Pan. So that they took home the book. That night, Pistachios woke up seeing that his windows are open. Remembering Peter Pan's story, he closed his eyes and believed that Peter Pan was there. But he didn't appear, so he went back to sleep. But before he could fall back to sleep, something tapped his nose. He quickly opened his eyes to find that Peter Pan was right in front of him. Excited, he asked Peter if he could get a wish. Peter said, "I only grant wishes to those who fully believe in me." Pistachios asked, "How could I prove that I believe in you?" Peter told him that he should come with him to Neverland. Wanting to get his wish, Pistachios went with Peter and left his home. So together, they went on wild adventures. They faced trials that no one ever faced. Captain Hook, the enemy of Peter Pan, crossed their paths. There was a tension between them. Pistachios was confused, and he thought there would be a battle between them. Captain Hook didn't do any bad thing. He walked towards Pistachios and said, "Never trust a stranger like him, and remember, never say yes." And then he left him. Pistachios met many friends like Tinker Bell. She is the little fairy in the Neverland and a friend of Peter Pan. He also met Wendy, an old friend of Peter Pan. Wendy said, "Remember Pistachios, never say yes to him." And she left. After that day, Pistachios asked Peter if he believes him now. Peter said, "I believe you, but do you believe me?" Pistachios answered with his whole heart, screaming, yes to Peter. Then the twinkling magic of Neverland made Pistachios human. His clay body vanished and was replaced with human flesh. He felt so happy that he wanted to go back to his father Juanico. But Peter said, "You can't go back after you get your wish. That is the rule of Neverland. Never again you will go back once you come in."
One, two, one, two, three.
Swimming